Hi guys. So it's really weird to be filming again. It's been, I think, 2 months since I last filmed, and before that it was like 3 months. So I'm really not in like the swing of things with filming, but I figured I'd start small and just do like a get ready with me. I'm just going to work. I am sick, so maybe I didn't choose the perfect time to start filming again. But I think it's fine. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I got the Modern Renaissance palette last week, and I've been using it pretty much every single day since I got it. I'm obsessed with it. It's amazing. Yeah, so I just want to play with that. I've been doing a lot of like burnt orange looks with it, but I want to see what I can do that's more subtle, I wear straight up orange smoky eyes to work, but I want to see what I can do that is more subtle, more maybe pinky. They have lots of pinks in the palette as well, so, and I'm wearing pink pom-poms in my hair today, so I figured I'd do something pink. Yeah, I also just want to like update. I know I have some subscribers that really like watching my videos. I had some people saying like, oh, where are you? You know, I have very few subscribers, but I guess there are some that genuinely do really like me, which is awesome. I like you back. Yeah, so, also just, like, in case there are new viewers who are looking at my channel and going, like, wow, this chick, like, never uploads, like, she has, like, huge gaps in between uploads, that's not what I want at all for my channel. That wasn't my intention. Basically, I just had borderline the worst year of my life. I would say probably the worst year of my life. So I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about that, and about why it was so bad, and about how it's way better, everything's fine. There won't be gaps in uploads, hopefully. You know, obviously life happens. Sometimes maybe I'll miss a video here and there, but I'm gonna try to start with a 2 video per week schedule, and then hopefully move up to 3 videos a week. I am working close to full time right now just because money's tough. Yeah, so as I work less at my serving job, hopefully I can make more money on YouTube. This is like genuinely what I want to do. I really enjoy doing makeup, well, on myself. I don't always love doing makeup on other people. But actually that is some video ideas. I do want to do makeup on like my friends. I'm lucky that my friends and I are all very, very different looking, so I'm hoping I can show you how to do, like, obviously watching my channel you can see how to do makeup on like semi-hooded eyes. I don't have hooded eyes necessarily, but I have very, very little lid space. And then I have friends, like my best friend has crazy lid space. I have 2 people that I refer to as my best friend. And they actually both have really a lot of lid space. But yeah, anyway, I'm talking so much. It's been literally 3.5 minutes and I'm still just talking. Okay, let's get started doing some actual makeup. So I currently actually don't have any primer or setting spray. I need to get some, but in the meantime, I'm just making do. I do moisturize my skin, and that is like less like putting foundation right on top of your skin, which is such a gross feeling. But anyway, I have nothing to prime with, so I'm not gonna prime. I'm just gonna prime my eyes with, you guessed it, Painterly Paint Pot. Oh, and I also bought a really awesome like handheld mirror. Like, this one sucks. It's literally broken. No matter how much I clean it, it's like constantly covered in fingerprints. I hate this mirror. I also hate that it's reflective on the back, so when I'm doing my makeup, whoa, I hope you didn't just see. Oh, you can see my makeup cart. I have a new lovely makeup cart. Anyway, I'll do a room tour once I'm completely set up, but it's only been a month since we moved in, so. And like I said, I've been working almost full time. So nothing's done. Yeah, pretty close to done, but not fully done yet. But yeah, I did buy like a mirror with a handle that is not a mirror at the back, so that's going to be a lot better, I think. But I did leave it at my mom's, so. I find I've actually gotten paler, so I'm going to invest in soft ochre instead of Painterly. I think that's a lighter, more beige, less orange shade. But honestly, like, I just have I have pretty veiny eyelids. So I find nothing else really covers, like gives me the coverage that I need. I know it must be annoying to see me use the exact same product in every single video, but I need something very high coverage. I was kind of scared. I think it was September when everyone was talking about YouTube like really cracking down on censorship. Obviously, this isn't a very racy channel, but I was worried because I like to feel like I can be myself and feel like I don't have to censor myself on my own channel. It seems like everything is okay, but I mean, I'm not really sure what's going on with that. The most I heard about it was from Jenna and Julian, Jenna Marbles and Julian Salamita. Is that how you say his last name? They're like two of my favorite YouTubers. I love Julian's vlogs. Anyway, yeah, the most I heard about it was from them. And it's, yeah, like that's a generally very scary thing. I was thinking that like all these big YouTubers were gonna pull away from YouTube and start doing like a new site altogether, and yeah, that's scary for like someone who wants to be a YouTuber. It's pretty scary. So I'm gonna start off with the little brush that they provide you with the Modern Renaissance palette. I don't really like this brush, but this side is good for just like packing on a color. It works just fine. Sorry, is that really annoying that the light is like on my side? I don't get why it's so bright over there. I have two windows in this room, one directly in front of me and one on the side. Seems like that one's so much brighter for some reason. Well, for now I'm gonna stay the way I am. I'm just going to use Tempera. It's that light shade right up there. And I'm just gonna set Painterly all over my eyes using that. Just so it's a little less sticky, a little less orange. Okay, I think I need to turn around. Yeah, okay, so I think that's better light if I face that window. Yeah, definitely looks like better light. So sorry about the boxes in the background. I really hate that you're seeing those. And my dresser's not done yet. Sorry. So I'm gonna grab a clean MAC 217. It is clean, it's just very stained. Sorry. And I'm gonna take Buon Fresco. I don't know how to say that. The French in me wants to go Buon Fresco, which is ridiculous. And I'm gonna put that, I think, inner corner, outer corner, and in the crease and lower lash line. This is such a beautiful, like, subtle mauve. I'm just doing the entire crease. Not worrying about focusing more on the inner or outer corner. This vein is the bane of my existence. It makes everything I do look like I have like a harsh line right there. But if you look closely, you can see there are no harsh lines with my makeup. None at all. It's just a big vein right there. Go away, vein. I finished the first season of Scream Queens last night. So good. I really enjoyed it. I think that show is hilarious. I think it's genius. Like, it's actually brilliant. It's so funny. Now I think I'm gonna grab just a little bit of raw sienna, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of that on the outer corner. Lower lash line. Now with my finger, I'm going to grab Vermeer, which is right here, and I'm gonna put that right in the center of my eye where we didn't put Buon Fresco. I'm also gonna throw Vermeer right in the inner corner. So since I'm a little low on time right now, I'm just going to use my hands to apply Arbonne Perfecting Liquid Foundation in Fair. I think I did 2 videos where I had to mix Fair with soft blush because I got a slight tan. So while I'm doing this, which doesn't really require any thought, I'm just going to briefly explain to you guys what happened throughout this year. So basically, we had the worst apartment experience ever. Like, honestly, I think you'd be hard-pressed to come up with a worse apartment story. We had no heat, but we paid for it because it was all-inclusive. Like, our rent was all-inclusive. I don't know if that's a thing outside of Canada, but some places in Canada will charge you pretty high rent because, like, according to them, you're paying, like, that's including, like, your hydro, which is electricity, your gas, like, for heat. Some places will even include internet. The only issue here was that we didn't know, obviously, when we signed the lease, that there was no heat, there was no AC. It was like a really, really, really bad situation. In the first couple of months, we kept hearing squirrels in our ceiling, like in the attic. And we kept telling the landlord, like, hey, there's squirrels in the attic, are they gonna get in? And they were like, no, there's absolutely no way that they can get in. And we were like, well, is it dangerous that there are squirrels in our attic? Like, are they gonna chew something important? Are they gonna make it stink? Like, you don't just want squirrels in your, like, in your building. That's not how you're supposed to live. If I wanted to live outside with squirrels, I would live outside. I don't know. We were also paying $1,400 a month. I should mention this is absolute theft. So basically, we came to find out that the apartment was basically unfinished. Like, there were just holes that, like, behind cupboards and stuff that just led right into the wall. Like, into the wall, into the attic. Like, they were unfinished completely. Same with, like, our control board, like switchboard, just led right into the attic. And our bathroom cabinet led right into the wall. So I think you can see what comes next. The squirrels that were in the attic found their way down and into our apartment through our bathroom cupboard because it was just straight up open, which really sucked. They peed, like, on my furniture. They peed on, like, magazines. They like, were everywhere. And we never got any kind of compensation for that, like, whatsoever. They kind of, like, lied to us. Well, they lied to us a ton throughout this, but they were like, oh, send us photos of where the squirrel peed and we'll do something about it. And I was like, okay, great. So I, like, spent time taking all these pictures and sending them, and then they just, like, straight up didn't respond. By the way, the way this works is that there's a landlord, but it's like a rental agency. So it's like a company that represents the landlord. Yeah, so they're supposed to be, like, really legit, but obviously they were not legit at all. Yeah, then we had no heat all winter, and we live in Canada, so we can't really just have no heat. Like, there were nights that we would wake up freezing because it was, like, below 40 and we had no heat. In, I think, the end of February or the beginning of March, they gave us space heaters, which basically kept, like, blowing our breakers and didn't work at all, and, like, winter's over, basically, so what is the point? But believe it or not, those weren't even the worst things that happened in that apartment. We also had a cockroach infestation, which took them 4 weeks to even, like, acknowledge. I kept emailing them. They weren't responding. Then I got, which was hilarious, I got an email from them saying basically, oh, what could we do, like, from just a separate person at this company? What do you feel like this company could do better? Like, where do you feel like we're lacking? And I was like, are you kidding me? And I sent them an email detailing, like, all the things that were going wrong and the fact that, like, we were still living with cockroaches. And then finally they sent an exterminator, and believe it or not, it was actually pretty easy to get rid of the cockroaches. It only took about 2 weeks, and I never saw another one again. And we had little indicators everywhere, like, we would know if there were some, and there were none. So I guess that actually worked, luckily. Then just, like, there were just so many things that went wrong. Like, we just had, like, our sink fell through the counter, like, our fridge was always leaking, and this was $1,400 a month, guys. Yeah, and then summer came and we had no AC and no ventilation. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 windows that could open in the entire apartment, and they were on separate ends. And you would think, oh, maybe you could get like an airflow since they're on separate ends. No. Absolutely no airflow, no ventilation, nothing in the kitchen. So anytime you cook, the apartment would shoot up to like freaking 30 degrees or more. 30 degrees was kind of like the average heat that the apartment was at all the time. Sometimes we could get it down to like 25 on a really cold night. When it was like 12 degrees outside, it would maybe be 25 degrees in our apartment. So it was unbearably hot. I'm just gonna get out my makeup stick because I am running low on time. And then the final thing that happened, which like led us to leave, was we got a carpet beetle infestation. And carpet beetles are basically just these tiny little beetles that eat like fabric, like natural fabrics, dust, carcasses, which, I wonder if there were any squirrel carcasses in our attic. And that was a huge freaking mess. It took us 3 months, or maybe over 3 months, like 3.5 months to get that all sorted. And that's the reason I couldn't film, because we had to put all of our belongings, like every single thing that had fabric on it or was made of fabric, had to go into garbage bags and be in the garbage bags until it could be washed and dried to kill any beetles that were in it. So yeah, because we both work full time, that took forever, and we shared one washer dryer unit with like 6 other units, and that ended up being like 16 other people. It was crazy, because I knew that there were like 3 or 4 people living in like some units. Yeah, so that was a huge mess, and I wasn't gonna film with like garbage bags everywhere. Like, that's so unattractive and like embarrassing. Definitely not something I'd be okay with doing. Oh, by the way, I'm using NYX eyebrow gel it's waterproof, long-lasting, smudge-proof, yeah, in the shade Blonde. I just got this on Friday, so it's Tuesday. Been using it for 5 days, and I really like it so far. It can be a little hard to work with, but worth it to me. So yeah, that's basically why I had to go completely off YouTube for a while. Plus, honestly, it was just like, it was way too hot. I still would have done it if it weren't for the garbage bags. I still would have filmed even though it was hot, but it was like incredibly uncomfortable all the time in that apartment. For me, it's fine if I make a mess using this, because I use Benefit Highbrow to like clean it up after. Okay, I switched sides again because I literally can't see what I'm doing over there, which resulted in this mess. But I'm just gonna clean it up using Highbrow. So yeah, I actually really like the effect that gives. It is a little messy, but I like it. Of course, my eyes watering like crazy. This is why I don't wear concealer, guys. It's really pointless for me most of the time. Sometimes I will try if I am like really hungover or something like that, and I feel like I really need some coverage, but my allergies are just like 24/7 bad. I'm just touching up from here a little bit. On my lids as well. And now I'm gonna get my lashes on. Yeah, one of the worst things that happened throughout that whole bug thing, aside from not being able to film, which was so frustrating, was that one day, so they had to do 2 treatments for the beetles for them to be completely gone, but one day after the first treatment, I decided to sleep in my bed feeling all safe and like it's gonna be fine, and I woke up with a bug in my hair. So don't know if I'll ever live that down. I still constantly feel like there are bugs crawling on my scalp. There are none. I've checked a million times. So yeah, it's kind of traumatizing. Okay. I'm using a roller lash, by the way. I really love this mascara. I think it's great. So I'm just going to take MAC Taupe, and I'm going to use that to contour a little bit. A little on my nose, a little on the chin, and just whatever's left on the brush, I usually just put at my hairline. And to finish off, I'm going to take the lip balm off, and I'm going to use MAC Please Me. And that's the finished look, which is good because I majorly need to go. Hopefully I'm gonna catch the bus. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you'd like to see now that I am definitely back. I can pretty much film anytime, which is awesome. Sorry, I just gotta fix those strands. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for listening to me blab on and on about myself and how everything's shitty. I'm definitely gonna do a better eyebrow job next time, but this one looks great. Awesome. I actually really like the whole look. So yeah, I'm back. Tell me what you want to see. Please subscribe. Please hit the like button if you liked it. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.